Somebody says, somebody says, Mike, when you say we'll all be looking up to the heavens soon, is a moon from a planet orbiting the binary twin becoming visible? Please share the truth of what you know. Well, I know, but that we will see a second moon. A second moon. Is it identifiable with a binary twin? No, it is not. But we'll see a second moon. Clearer than our own moon. It'll be brown, red, and a grayish color. And I can promise you right now, people will ignore it in less than a week. They will. They'll ignore it in less than a week's time. Do you know why? That's not the only thing they'll see. We're going to go through some real changes. Changes that people do not expect. Changes that the average person would not believe right now. And it takes a thing to happen to explain more of it. Right? So you can't tell everything at once. It'd be a useless conversation. So the first thing I will tell you is this. Yes, I do believe in a binary system. And yes, there's going to be another moon out there. Just as clear as our moon, if not clearer. And we'll see it. And give it a week's time and no one's going to care. But it's not going to do anything. It's not going to cause anything. And people are not going to care. Once they realize there's no danger from it, people are not going to care. They're going to say, oh, that's interesting. In a week, everything burns, the whole conversation burns out. People begin to discuss old possibilities and old things, and people disprove it. So it's going to be the same cycle over and over again. All the while, things will really build up. They're going to build up and continue. People will go through these talk cycles, and then it dies. Remember the unknown thing that was coming into the solar system? How many unknown things came into the solar system? And everybody said, oh, this is it. This could be this, and this could be that, right? And then it would leave. And everybody just forgot. Remember the large earthquakes that consumed a lot of lives and people were devastated when it happened within a month's time? No one talks about it. They're very difficult to remember the facts of those things. There's no emotional connection to these things when they happen. It's not really surprising to the modern day group of people here. We get burned out so quick on it. If it's not doing anything, if it's not fulfilling what we ever thought, if we still have questions, we'd rather just leave it alone. They had disclosure. They were showing people the real deal of things. Do people care? No, they don't care. A long time ago, just to prove an orb was real was a big deal, right? They have the clearest footage on the internet right now, some very real bona fide things. People don't care. You know why? Because if it's an orb, a formation of some ship or something like that hanging out there, they can't go any further. It's not enough for people to see a ship. They want to see what's inside the ship. And it won't be enough to see what's inside the ship. They need to know the people that piloted the ship. And it's not enough for people to see who piloted that ship. They need to know where they came from. And it's not enough to know where they came from. They need to know why they came here. And they'll keep doing that. Looking for greater and greater. Why do you think it's important that we walk by faith and not by sight? If anything is ever proved to you, it's going to take more proof to keep you believing in it. You will demand more and more and more proof to continue to believe it. But if you believe by faith, you can only do so by internal confirmation, which is based on a real truth. We're shown no proof, and we believe strongly. But if anybody can prove something to you, then somebody else can prove to you that the first proof was not real in the first place. And somebody else can come back and prove that, yes, the first thing was real, and the second person presented you false proof. And it will keep going like that. Or you're going to want more and more and more to continue to believe. It takes more and more and more to believe. That's why people are so dead inside. because they would see something they were waiting to see, and then when they saw it, they said, well, now that's it. What else? They always say, what else? In God we walk by faith. I trust the internal confirmation. I do not trust what I see. Anyway, there we are with that. Guys, I didn't mean to keep you over 31 minutes. I do like answering questions, and we are going through a very strange time. Some people, it's going to cost them everything. For others, it'll be an absolute utopia. If you really believe in Christ, anchor yourselves as best you can. Keep your armor. That's God's armor. Trust in his word. Use his word. Employ his word. And make sure you have a relationship with the Messiah. And let us continue, so that one day the Lord can say to us, well done, my good and faithful servant. God bless each of you. I'm going to see you next time right here at the Council of Time, which is tomorrow. You know, tomorrow we could have one of those. It depends on what will happen. I may pop on briefly. It is the 27th, and that's when they're going to initiate some things, but I'll speak some more about that tomorrow. Okay? God bless each of you. I'm going to see you next time right here at the Council of Time. God bless.